We're live. Alright, welcome back everyone. We are back on YouTube after a month. I'm so sorry I haven't uploaded anything in this month. Today we are in Super Tuesday. The results are starting to come in now from Virginia. Has it already been called for Trump? I think it already has been. There are some results already in right now. Okay, I have New York Times and AP open at the same time, so we can check the most results possible. I mean, not possible, but the two most reliable sources. So Virginia, let's check here in AP. Alright. So right now, less than 1% of the votes have been counted. Trump leading with almost 70% of the vote so far. Okay. Looks like we don't have a projection yet. Surprisingly enough. We have the state of Iowa had their Democratic primary. Joe Biden won it. Oh, same for Virginia. Okay. Less than 1% of the vote is in Virginia, but Iowa's pretty much done already. Biden won 91% of the vote there. Just to be expected. But yeah, that's Joe Biden's first victory tonight, winning him 46 delegates. Yes, sir, Trump 2024. So today, the biggest amount of delegates are going to be awarded in California, Texas, and looks like North Carolina. Those are going to be the top three states, which Trump is going to win handily. The real only kind of competitive states tonight are going to be Vermont and Utah. But, I mean, Trump is going to win them both anyways. Okay, has Virginia been called yet? Because they're already predicting the margin. The predicted margin is 22 percentage points right now. Looks like it has not been called. Okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the CNN as well. Super Tuesday 2024 results, CNN. Okay. Oh, these are the live news. Okay, I need to find the right thing. It should be this, hopefully. Nope. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's that. California, I mean, the polls show Trump winning handily there. So that's definitely going for Trump. He's probably going to win close to 70% of the vote there, is what I think. Okay, yeah, this is the map so far of all of the competitions. Trump winning 9 of them. I think 10 now with North Dakota, and Nikki Haley winning only the District of Columbia. Okay, I can't find. Okay, primary results. It should be here. No, don't exit the page. It should be here. Let's look for Virginia. The heck? I'm sorry guys, my computer's super slow. Okay, 1% of the votes are in. Trump with 60.1% in the state of Virginia. We have some votes in Vermont as well. Currently, Donald Trump leading with 55% of the vote, but that's just a handful of votes so far. Oh yeah, and tonight there are 854 delegates at stake. So this is a very high stakes night right now. Okay. I want to see the results. I would really appreciate that. Oh. Is it working? Democratic. There we go. There we go. Alright, so it has not been called yet. But we do have all these counties that are filling out. Nikki Haley leading in Franklin. No. Roanoke County? I don't know how to pronounce that. If only we could get a Republican for governor of California, but that's not really gonna happen. Okay. So yeah, we have just 1% of the vote in, but Trump holds a pretty steady lead. Again, New York Times predicts a 22 percentage point victory. Okay. Oh, actually 26% now. And they projected 12% victory in Vermont. Okay, we should be getting results in about 15 minutes from... What was the state that closed at 7:30? What was it? Oh goodness, this is so slow. Okay. It's 4:16 p.m. in Los Angeles. Wow. Over here it's 7:17. So you're 3 hours behind us. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be North Carolina in about 15 minutes. Just under 15 minutes. So, yeah. Alright, we got another looking like a Haley County, Arlington County, going for Nikki Haley so far with 5% of the votes in. We have 2% of the total votes in Virginia. Man, CNN really has to step up their graphics with these maps because it looks outdated. Because you look at the maps here in New York Times, they look so much nicer. So much nicer. Let's just look at Virginia, for example. Look at Virginia. And I mean, you've seen it in all my streams previously. The New York Times maps look really, really good. It's just the shades of red and green that are missing at the CNN. It's just soulless. It's just plain red, yellow. Prince Edward County. That's interesting. Yeah, so looks like CNN is ahead of New York Times like usual. That's the only thing that they do right. They're more on point with tracking. But New York Times has way better graphics. Yeah, the reason that I'm looking over here is because I have my iPad here looking at chat and looking at how the stream is going, so forgive me if I'm not always looking at the camera straight on. But yeah, that's why. Okay. Let's take a look at Vermont. Vermont. My laptop sounds like a helicopter right now. It's working so hard to stay alive. Okay, it's super slow. Alright, let's look over here, Virginia. Okay, 4% of the vote in according to CNN, and Trump is just barely above 60%. Okay, with AP, 5% of the votes are in, and Trump holds 63% of the vote. That's 2/3 of the vote. And Richmond is actually very heavily favoring Donald Trump right now. Wow, that's surprising actually. Norfolk. But we got Arlington County that is favoring Nikki Haley, as well as Alexandria. And something over here, what is that? Oh, that. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's a weird name. Chesterfield County. And Colonial Heights City, both going for Trump. Very heavily. Oh, 8% of the votes are in. Okay, these results are coming in quick, guys. You love to see it. 8% of the votes are in. Okay, New York Times is doing its own thing. I don't know. There we go. There we freaking go. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We have a projection of 32% win by Donald Trump in Virginia and 25% in Vermont. Okay, Trump's margins just keep on going up in... Oh my goodness. Just keep on going up in Virginia. Let's look at Vermont, shall we? Let's look at Vermont. How's Vermont doing? Okay, 2% of the votes are in. Donald Trump currently just above 60%. We've got one Nikki Haley county so far, Elmore. And a couple of Trump counties. Okay. So Vermont, not too much action there so far. Have we gotten any new results for Virginia? Okay. The race in Virginia has been called for Donald Trump. That's it. Virginia's been called for Trump. And he has won 30 delegates so far. Just 20 minutes or less into the race. Okay, 9% of the votes are in now. Donald Trump with 65%. Oh, 12% are in. Trump with 62.6% of the votes. Ron DeSantis is still pulling in, like, pretty decent post dropout numbers. Because 1% he's been getting in almost every single primary. Vivek is still pulling, you know, above Christie every single time. He has 0.4% of the vote. And Binkley is barely holding on there. He dropped out too. I don't know why people are still voting for him. because he dropped out about 1 or 2 weeks ago, I think. Okay, Montgomery County going for Nikki Haley. What percentage of the vote is that? I don't know what percentage that is, but it's orange right now. Okay. Oh, okay. So the projection for Virginia by New York Times is 28% victory for Trump, and Vermont is 8% victory for Donald Trump. Let's check out. Okay, yeah, this map is filling out pretty quickly. Let's check out. Oh, and there was also called for Joe Biden, Virginia. But he is currently under 90%, which is not good for him. Yeah, let's check out Vermont here in CNN. See if it's been called for Trump yet. Okay. It has not even been called for Biden. Vermont. And he's currently at 72% there. But of course, that's less than 1% of the vote, so it's fine. Still a lot of votes to be counted. Okay, so there's not been a winner called yet in Vermont, which makes sense. It's probably the most competitive state of the night. Oh, and there we go. AP called the race for Donald Trump in Virginia. Okay. He's currently leading by 28.2 percentage points. 28.2 percentage points. So we have 15% of the vote in, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Everyone is projecting Virginia for Trump now. State to look out for is, just to see how big of a margin of victory Virginia will be, but also Vermont, how that will be, how that'll turn out. It's almost certain that Trump is going to win it, but we don't know by how much. So Virginia has a projected of 31%, and Vermont 6.1%. Alright, the votes are being counted a lot slower in Vermont, it seems like. Let's check out how Virginia's doing on the Biden side of things. Okay, 11% of the votes have been counted. He's under 90% in Vermont. Marianne Williamson pulling in almost double digits, which is not a good sign for the incumbent president at all. If she ends up pulling double digits, Virginia may turn out a lot more competitive than we are thinking. Yeah, Trump is absolutely crushing Virginia. 17% of the votes are in. He's leading by 27.6%. It's a pretty decisive victory. The estimated margin is now 35%. Let's take a look at the map. How's the map looking? Okay, yeah. Whole lot of red. It's a lot of red. Oh wow, that was a big dump. 27% of the votes are in. That's more than a quarter. It's very fast counting. Why can't we get this in all the primaries? This is more than a quarter of the votes in less than half an hour. You'll love to see it. It's 29% lead for Trump now. Yeah. So the only counties that Nikki Haley is leading in are whatever that is, if it wants to show me. Guess not. Okay. But yeah, New York Times projects that Trump will win the Virginia primary by 35 percentage points. Trump has over 100,000 votes there so far. As you can see, 28% of the votes are in. Trump holds 105,000 votes. Alright, in Vermont, Joe Biden, still less than 1% of the votes are in, but about to fall into the 70s. And here in Vermont, same thing. They're not counting the votes as fast as Virginia. And the results for North Carolina should be coming in soon as well. Okay, Trump is now leading by almost 31 percentage points. He's leading by 30.3% in Virginia as of now. So now we're just waiting for North Carolina to start reporting. Which will also be a very decisive victory for Donald Trump. Okay. Yeah, all the races have been called for Biden. Seems like they got Alabama next. Oh no, they also got North Carolina next. And then a bunch of states at 8. Okay. No results in any of these districts yet. Oh yeah, because all those start reporting at 8. Unless you're in California, those start reporting at 11. Okay. 30% of the votes are in. Again, Trump almost with a 31% lead right now. About to get that 31% lead. I mean, yeah, he's dominating in Virginia right now. In Vermont, Biden is gaining some ground. It seems like Marianne Williamson and Dean Phillips are doing about equally as good here in this state. At least so far. Donald Trump under 60% now in Vermont. Oh, here New York Times is showing him at 57%. Okay, CNN is behind now. We have about a third of the votes in for Virginia. Let's check Vermont, and then we're going to check North Carolina, the new state that should be reporting soon. Alright, Vermont. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't get why Nikki Haley is staying in this race. I really don't. It's really dumb. I really don't get who is telling her to stay in this race. Because you'd think that she's smarter than that. Her argument is that she's not going to allow an authoritarian system to take over and allow for just one. Yeah, they're like, no. The American voters are not an authoritarian system. They very clearly prefer Donald Trump over bird brain Nikki Haley. And I don't typically use nicknames like that, but she kind of deserves it. So Donald Trump leading with 55% of the votes in Vermont so far. Now, let's check North Carolina to see if they have anything yet. Okay, they have no results in yet. The polls have closed, though. The polls have closed. Yeah, nothing here yet. On the Democratic side, I'm assuming it's the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and check out Virginia, how that's doing. Okay, 35% of the votes. And Trump currently leads by 29. 30.1% now. 30.1% percentage points. Okay. It's the same counties again that are just favoring Nikki Haley, and cities. But Trump has an overwhelming amount of purple on this map. He is owning this primary. In Virginia and abroad. Oh, what the heck. 27% now, okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. We're getting some results from North Carolina now. Let's see what the projected margins are. So, Trump 1.6 right now in Vermont. Wait. Oh, wow. Okay, let me check that out. Vermont. What's going on in Vermont? Okay. Sorry, I'm tired. So almost 10% of the votes are in, and Nikki Haley is actually leading now by almost double digits. Williston going for Haley. Tunbridge going for Haley. Thetford. Fairleigh. Elmore. A ton of these places are going for Haley. She currently leads by, what is that, 8.8%? Wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay, this is very significant. New York Times is actually projecting right now Nikki Haley will win by 0.4% in Vermont. I don't think that's going to hold, though. North Carolina, okay. They think Trump is going to win by 53 percentage points? Wow. Okay, Haley leads by 7% now. Let's check out Virginia. Virginia. Goodness me, this is crazy slow. Crazy slow right now. Okay, Virginia, 32% of the votes are in. 63.9% for Donald J. Trump. Oh, there's already a projection for Donald Trump winning Vermont. Apparently. Not by AP. By someone else. It's by the Independent Center. Okay. I'm not quite sure how reliable that is. Let's see. Okay, currently in North Carolina, less than 1% of the votes are in, but Trump leads with 2.4%. Or by 2.4%. Nikki Haley leading in Vermont by 7 percentage points. Okay, yeah, Vermont was called for Biden. Makes sense. They have 3% of the vote in for Vermont, which is not the amount that AP had. AP had like almost 10%, I think. Right? They had like 8%, right? Yeah, honestly, this is one of the more boring primaries because it's basically an incumbent versus an incumbent. It's a former president versus the current president, so it's not really going to be much of a competition. Okay, yeah, 9% of the vote is in Vermont, and Haley still leads by 7%. Yup. Let's take a look at North Carolina, shall we? North Carolina. Okay, it was called for Joe Biden. It's only Joe Biden and no preference there? Okay. Still though, almost double digits voting against Biden. And I mean among Democrats, that just shows he's one of the more unpopular incumbents we've had in our history. Yeah, well, Vermont is it's the most democratic state in the union, but it's not 90% Democrat like DC is, so I think Trump is still gonna win it. Look, Haley's lead just keeps dropping. It's a 4.8% lead now. North Carolina is currently a 0.2% lead for Trump. But it was already called for him, so he already got 33 of the 74 delegates in North Carolina. Oh, what is that? Why is it gray? Oh, because they're tied. CBS says Biden sweeping the Dem primary. I mean, yeah, it's what happens when you're the sitting president. Unfortunately. He kind of is, although not by the numbers he should be dominating, but he is. Let's see what's going on in Vermont. What is going on in Vermont? Ah, no. CNN is still super behind. Yeah, see, AP, 10% of the votes are in, and Nikki Haley has 50% of the vote, leading Trump by only 3.5% now. We're going to be getting a bunch of states with their polls closing in 15 minutes now. Or, well, less than 15 minutes. Let's do the governor's primary. Okay. So Josh Stein is destroying the opposition in North Carolina, which is as expected. The Republican primary. Okay, this is actually one we gotta watch. Mark Robinson, Dale Folwell, and Bill Graham. All pretty close. All pretty close percentages right now. I think Mark Robinson is still gonna win though, because he got Trump's endorsement. And he is the lieutenant governor, I think. Yeah, he's the lieutenant governor, right? Yeah. So, he's probably going to win the primary. I think he's going to win the governorship as well. Just because it's a presidential election year. And well, I think that Mark Robinson in the polls has been shown to beat Josh Stein pretty consistently. And I think he'll just be the favorite. Alright. 14% of the vote in Vermont. And Trump is leading again by 1.4%. Let's see if it's changed in the New York Times, their projection. Let's check out CNN. Yeah, Biden is not doing as good as he should be doing in Vermont. He has only 83% of the votes now. Just under 84%. Yeah, I mean, Haley isn't gonna win Vermont. Okay, the New York Times needle is showing it's even right now. It's in dead heat in Vermont. Okay, now it has flipped for Trump. New York Times projects it's going to be a 1.1% victory for Trump. Okay, surely we don't have that few votes. So we were getting votes really quickly in Virginia. Oh my goodness, where did I go? There we go. Let's go to Virginia. Dude, I did not press on Utah. Bro, I did not press on Utah. What the heck? I want to see Virginia. Let's look at Virginia. Once again. A lot of the votes were in. I expect probably a third of them are in now. Or maybe a bit over a third. Oh, okay, we got half the votes in. 50%. And Trump is leading by 31.7. So he holds a very big lead. Okay, and the projection for Vermont has now been deleted. Because there's no clear winner as of now. Okay. In Vermont, Trump's lead continues to increase. He's almost at 50% now. Vermont is the only state that Nikki Haley really stands a chance in. But I think Trump is still going to win it by around 5 or so. 5 to 10. I think closer to 5. Not by that much, but yeah, it's not going to be a 2-point victory. I mean, there's no way. Wow, CNN is really behind. Well, now you know, guys. AP is the best website to check on these elections. By far. Let's check in North Carolina, how that's going. Oh wow, this is so slow. Ugh, so incredibly slow. Gee, golly, look at how slow that is. Let's press that again. Is it gonna load? Oh. There we go. That's Vermont. I wanted North Carolina. Please. My laptop is struggling right now. My oh my. There we go. 1% of the votes are in. But Trump is still leading overwhelmingly by 40 percentage points. Yeah. Not many results in, but I expect it to be a very big victory. Okay. Oh, Patrick McHenry is retiring? I didn't even know that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, these are all the district primaries. The results are coming in very slow. McConkey? That's my favorite name of all time. Let's check out the governorship race. I wonder if it's been called yet. Yeah, I just saw we gained 2 subscribers so far in this live stream. Thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing for more live streams like this and much more interesting videos in the future. Okay, so Mark Robinson has 57.7% of the vote. So that's almost 60. So I think it's safe to assume he's going to win, probably. Sure, it's 1% of the votes in, but with the Trump endorsement, it's the most likely thing to happen. Okay. The estimated margin of victory for Trump in North Carolina is still 53%. Which means he would end with 70-something% of the vote, I think. Which is bonkers. Absolutely mad. Let's see, how is it going right now with Trump v. Haley? I mean, I'm telling you guys, this whole night is going to be a total blowout. From Donald Trump to Nikki Haley. I mean, it's not a competition, guys. It's really not. The most that Nikki Haley is going to win is Vermont. That's looking unlikely right now. The second closest state will probably be Utah or Colorado. Probably Utah. And that's probably not going to happen either. So, Trump will probably win every single state in this primary. At the end of the day. And at the end of whenever the primary ends. I think it's June or something. June or July. Okay, we only have 2% of the votes in though right now. Let's check on Vermont. Alright. Oh, yeah, this is slow. Goodness gracious. Why can't these states just be like Virginia and bring in half their votes in less than an hour? Less than an hour. Like, come on. Virginia had... I mean, no, Virginia and Vermont opened at the same time. And Vermont has way less people. Why is it so slow? This is absurdity, guys. Like Virginia, I'm assuming probably has 60, okay, close to 60% of the votes in. And Trump's lead just keeps on expanding. I mean, he has almost double the amounts of votes that Nikki Haley does. Oh yeah, it looks like a lot of this northeastern Virginia is going for Haley. So, you know, you got Falls Church, the city, Arlington County, Alexandria, and Fairfax County, and then Charlottesville, all going for Haley, and those are all, you know, northeast, pretty much. So, the rest of the state is a lot more Trump, it looks like. Oh, and also Williamsburg is going for Haley currently. But that's the only city down here that's going for Nikki Haley. It's mostly up here. Oh, there is one or two. Yeah, you got Lexington going for Nikki Haley, as well as, what is that? That's however you pronounce that, you get the idea. They're all going for Haley, but mostly northeast. See if anyone is making projections. Oh yeah, big news that just dropped earlier this afternoon. Kyrsten Sinema is not seeking re-election in 2024. That means it's going to be a 1v1 between Kari Lake and Ruben Gallego. Now, you can see that as good or horrible, because a lot of people are arguing. I mean, I heard Red Eagle Politics argued that Sinema is taking mostly from Kari Lake. I hope that's the case, because that would mean that she would win, most likely. But it's probably gonna... Oh, okay. Mark Robinson was just announced as the winner of the primary in North Carolina. Yeah, but Ruben Gallego is a very strong candidate for Arizona, and Kari Lake is kind of weak. The good thing is Arizona is still Republican leaning. So, yeah, I know that they have an independent and a Democrat senator. Wait, actually, who's their other senator? Arizona senators. Yeah, Mark Kelly. So, yeah, they have an independent and a Democrat governor. But it's still pretty much a 50-50 state. I would say still leaning towards Republicans. It's just they have not been putting up good candidates for Republicans. Because, I mean, Blake Masters was not that bad in 2022. But he was being faced by... Was Mark Kelly an incumbent then? How long has he been serving? Since 2020. So... that must have been a special election, right? When he was elected? Must have been. I don't know. But he was an incumbent. And Blake Masters had to face an incumbent who was pretty popular in Arizona. But it still ended fairly close, I think. I mean, you want to check Arizona Senate race 2022. Oh my gosh. 2022. And it was about a 4-point victory. So, I mean, Blake Masters, I think we could have done better. But I mean, Against an incumbent, that's hard. Okay, yeah, it was a special election in 2020. Following the death of John McCain. Okay. But yeah, I think the Arizona Senate race is definitely a toss-up right now. But I think it's slightly favored towards Gallego. I mean, my current Senate prediction is actually Republicans are going to hold 50 seats and Democrats are going to hold 50 because in Montana, whoever the nominee is going to face Jon Tester, who is a pretty popular incumbent senator in Montana. Sure, very Trumpy state, but an incumbent is very hard to take down, even in a Trumpy state. Like, look at Kentucky, just last year. Re-elected a Democrat for the governorship by 5 percentage points. Sure, they barely elected any Democrats for the governorship, but it proves that it doesn't really matter if you're in a Republican or Democrat state. If you somehow manage to wedge into that seat, you're probably going to stay there for a couple more terms, unless you do really bad. But, yeah. I mean, the best we can hope for is that 2024 general election turnout will drive out more voters to vote for Trump and for whoever the Republicans are in Montana and Ohio and maybe Nevada. I think Nevada is going to be a likely Democrat victory, though. Some people project it as Republican, some people project it as tilt Democrat. I think it's going to be likely Democrat because Jackie Rosen, if we look up her approval rating, she's the incumbent in Nevada. But Sam Brown is a very good candidate, but he would really only win if he weren't facing an incumbent. And most of the polls show that. Yeah, so her approval, Jackie Rosen's approval is not horrible. It's 44%, 34% disapproval. So, if Sam Brown weren't, don't mind the math, if Sam Brown weren't facing an incumbent, he would probably win that seat, but he is. So, it is what it is. He's probably going to lose. In Ohio, it's going to be Brown. What's his first name? Senator Brown. From Ohio. Senator Brown. Ohio. It's taking forever, guys. What's up, Jack? Welcome to the chat. We're just discussing 2024 Senate elections. Sherrod Brown, that's his name, Sherrod Brown. Oh, he's old. I didn't know he was that old. Yeah, but he has pretty decent approval. He's an incumbent. I think Trump may carry him to a loss. But in a case like that, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I mean, at least Republicans are gonna hold. They're gonna hold guaranteed one more seat this round, because I just realized it's 8. So we're getting new results. Tennessee. Let's check it out. Friggin', what was I saying? Oh yeah, because West Virginia is slipping for sure. Joe Manchin announced he was retiring a couple months back. Joe Manchin is running, and he's fairly popular over there in West Virginia. And I mean, with just being a Republican, it's going to be a safe race anyway. So we're guaranteed flipping West Virginia. Besides that, I don't know if we can flip anything else. If there were more empty seats, I mean, sure, you can make the argument for Michigan flipping. I don't think it's going to happen. It's definitely possible. If Trump does well enough in Michigan, I could see it happening. But as of now, I don't really see it happening. I think Trump is going to win Michigan in the general election, but I don't think that's going to carry on to the Senate level. Okay, so in Tennessee, already Trump was announced the winner with 2% of the votes in. Trump holds 80% of the vote. Let's check out New York Times. What are they saying? Okay. The projection for Vermont flipped back to Nikki Haley. Alright. Okay. Oh, what is North Carolina showing? Ooh! Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Trump holds almost 3/4 of the vote in North Carolina. Dude. That's rough. Tennessee's gonna be probably one of the biggest blowouts tonight. Oh, and Alabama. Look at that. Hasn't been called for whatever reason, but projected margin 66 percentage points. Oh, Maine. Let's look at Maine. 88% of for Trump, but that's 8 votes in so far. So not really saying much. I think Maine is going to be fairly close, like Trump around 60-ish percent. Yeah, Biden winning Tennessee, North Carolina. But North Carolina, almost 10% voted no preference. With no other candidates on the ballot, that's embarrassing. No, thank you. Yeah. Oh, Oklahoma. 3% of the vote immediately. You love to see it. Yeah, let's see Oklahoma. What's going on over there? What's going on? What's going on? Oklahoma. It's where you Okla your home. Anyways, Trump has 75% of the vote in. I mean, 75% of the vote there, with 4% of the votes in. Chris Christie getting 100 votes. With Tennessee, we have... Do we have any updates right now? Okay, 30% of the vote is in there. And Trump holds just under 80%. Let's see what's going on over here with the needle. Oh, Texas has... 17%. What you like to see. We love seeing those big numbers. You got 75% of the vote in for Trump, or 17% of the total votes in. Nikki Haley holding a very strong 20%. Massachusetts is projected to be Trump plus 26, with Trump holding just under a 50-point lead so far, but that's less than 1% of the votes in. Yeah, 49%. Maine, I wish it would stay like that, but it's not going to stay like that. This is probably right. I don't. Will Massachusetts be closer than Maine? No way. I mean, if it's independent voters voting in all these primaries, I could see that happening. But Massachusetts closer than Maine? Really? I don't know. I don't know if I can see that. But Nikki Haley is still projected to be the winner in Vermont, even though Trump is leading. I don't know what they're... Oh, well, it's probably because of where they're projecting votes to be coming in from. That's probably why. Because I know they do that. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this stream to more viewers. We have 7 right now. We got those big numbers. Share this stream to your friends, your family, whoever, so we can get this stream to more people, get more people on the channel, get the bandwagon going, you know. Okay, we got 21% of the votes in. Trump leads with 6,800 votes. Nikki Haley 5,900. Trump with a 7.2% lead at the moment. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. We're back, chat. We're so back. Okay. Looks like Oklahoma was called for Trump. Not surprisingly. Yeah. With an estimated margin of 49 percentage points. Oh yeah, Texas is getting those results in quick. Look at that. Virginia has 56% of the votes in. North Carolina 20. Vermont 21. And Texas 22. Those are the biggest numbers so far. Okay, Maine has a couple more votes in. Trump, unfortunately, does not have 88% in the state. But he has some pretty good numbers. Here's a new poll that I just found. in the Iowa general election. Trump winning by 15 percentage points. I hope you can see that right. But that's a safe Republican margin. Those are crazy numbers. I mean, he won by 8 last time. A 7% increase? It's pretty wild. In our polarized environment, it's pretty wild. And Trump has a net positive favorable in the state, 49 to 48%. And Biden has a net negative 37. Let me see what new polls are out. Oh my goodness, these jeans are so tight. They're killing me, man. Oh, Decision Desk called Maine for Trump. Okay. I mean, sure. I wouldn't call it that early. Goodness gracious, Alaska caucuses end at midnight. What is wrong with you guys? Okay, Alabama also projected for Trump by Decision Desk. I don't get why New York Times isn't showing that. Okay. What's going on in Vermont? What's going on this time? 26% of the votes are in, and Trump holds 50.2% of the vote. Just barely over a majority, and leads Nikki Haley by 3.9%. Also, if you guys could check out my Twitter, just look up my handle, Conserve Zoomer without the E. It's spelled CONSERVZOOMER. If you could look that up on Twitter, give me a follow. I'd appreciate it. We have 26% of the votes in Vermont, and my iPad is on 27%. Why is Nikki Haley still embarrassing herself? I don't get why she's still in this race. Just why? Nobody wants you, lady. Do you not get that? Wait, what the heck? Did I just see Cenk Uygur on the ballot? Trump leads by 2.8% now. What did I just see? What state is this? Yo, chat. What is this? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. so confused. Wait, what state is this? I wouldn't be surprised if it were Vermont. Let me check. Is Cenk Uygur on the friggin' ballot? It looks like it's New York Times. Guys, are you seeing what I'm seeing? This guy who was not born in the United States is getting over 100 votes and is on the ballot in the first place in Vermont. They say Trump can't be on the ballot? Okay. Got it. Mm-hmm. Because that makes sense. Yup. Oh, okay. The projection for Texas Democrat nominee is out. Colin Allred. We need to check out Texas because we're not looking at Texas really. Let's check out Texas, shall we? Oh, why did Maine move all the way up here? Let's check out Texas. Chat, can we hit 490 subscribers tonight? Literally share the channel with 2 people and we're set. That's literally all that we need. Texas. Let's look at Texas. Oh, polls close in Arkansas in 3 minutes. Just Arkansas. But, I don't think any other states. Okay, yeah, obviously Ted Cruz is gonna win the primary. It's, like, a given. Looks like he's gonna... Yeah, not really much opposition. Wait, I want to see the Democrat side. Okay. Democratic. Check out the Democratic. The Democratics. Hello? There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cenk Uygur's actually getting thousands of votes in the state of Texas. He has 6,700 votes in Texas. Yo. Texas Democrats, you're messed up. Okay, Colin Allred won that pretty easily. And I don't really know much about these districts, so I don't really pay much attention to those. I probably should, but I don't know enough just yet about all those districts and all that stuff. Tejas. Oh, Maine was called for Trump. Okay. Makes sense. Yo, what? Okay, well, Vermont is very close. It's down to the wire. Trump is at a 1.4% lead currently, and New York Times predicts a 2.0 victory. Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be this close. Still don't think Haley's gonna win it, but it's gonna be a lot closer than I expected. Okay, Arkansas has been called for Trump by PA elections. Let's take a look at Maine. Yep, and PA elections just called Maine for Trump as well. It's fire. Fireball. It was called 4 minutes ago by AP. Trump is currently leading in Maine by 36 percentage points. It's a pretty big margin for a pretty liberal state. I wanted to look at the delegate count. Trump has gained 15 so far. 15. Ha ganado 15 so far. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some snacks. We're gonna enjoy ourselves some little bites. No, honey bun. Optimal snacks. Sticking to the little bites first. Phenomenal. Oh gosh. Nikki Haley better not win Vermont. Because I'm gonna feel really dumb if she does. That would be quite the upset, wouldn't it? Haley coming out with one win after this Super Tuesday. She currently leads by 0.16%. I mean, I feel like AP will probably be more updated, so let me check. Let me check here. Vermont. Let me see Vermont. Okay. Vermont. Holy cow. Dr. Davis Little Bites, oh, that's adorable. I mean, hey, if your dog looks like this, you have every right to name it Little Bites. So Haley, you lead by 0.7%, huh? Okay. I would love for her to lose by 1.3%. Just so we can blame it all on Chris Christie. Okay, he has 294 votes, by the way. If you divided that into dozens of donuts, that would give him 24 and a half dozens of donuts. That means that if he invested every single one of those votes to just buy him one donut, right? Yeah, one donut, he would end up with 24 and a half dozens of donuts. I mean, in my opinion, that would have been a better investment. Oh, oops. Oh no. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states without results yet. Texas, for whatever reason, is still not being called for Trump, even though he's dominating. But it is what it is. This is definitely the race of the night, huh? Vermont. Meghan McCain just called this the worst Super Tuesday ever. Of course it is, if you're John McCain's Democrat daughter. Friggin', what do we expect? She must be just bawling her eyes out. Oh, Trump is winning! Trump is winning! She can't believe her eyes. I want to bookmark that. That's hilarious. And I'm gonna screenshot it in case she freaking deletes it. That's so hilarious. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. Liberal tears. Tastes delicious. Better than these little bites. Of which I ran out, so I'm onto my honey bun. That's a good honey bun. Okay, these results are being really slow. How has Texas not been called yet? Same for Alabama. Oh, you know what? I think it's because some of the polls in Texas closed later. They close in either 2 minutes or 17 minutes. One of those two. That's probably why. Arkansas. Ugh. Trump is leading huge. He's leading hugely. He's winning bigly. Bigly. Chat, we're about to do it. We're 1 subscriber away from 490. Just 1 away. Just send this video to 1 person you know. All of you. All that are watching. 1 person that you know. And we can get to 490. Simple as that. Oh, wait. Dan Crenshaw's election is here? Or today? Primary election, of course. What's up, GX Blaze? Welcome to the chat. Gulp. Nikki Haley has less than 20% of the vote now. Okay. That's ridiculous. Oh! Brandon Herrera. Wait, we need this guy to win. Wait, no. Tony Gonzalez can't win? No way. Dude, we need Brandon Herrera to win this election. There's no way Tony Gonzalez wins. Come on, dude. %47% of the votes are in. Man, is this guy gonna win again? Dude. My day's pretty good, man. How about yours? Today was a pretty chill day. Okay, but I saw something about Dan Crenshaw. Is his district also up for grabs right now? No. What district is Dan Crenshaw? Not Dan Creighton. What the heck is that? Dan Crenshaw. District 2. No, that's not today. The heck is this guy on Twitter yapping about? That he can lose his seat today. Okay, Alabama called for Trump. Find a freaking Lee. Took long enough. Be right back. Friendly reminder. Friendly reminder to stay hydrated, kids. Hydrated. Can't talk. Massachusetts called for Trump too, with only 2% of the votes in. It's kind of crazy. Guys, we're so close to hitting 500 subscribers. We need 11 more people to subscribe to this channel, and we hit 500. That would be fire. Alrighty. So, Maine is a lot more Trumpy than I expected. Whether that shows anything for the general election, I don't think so. But it does show that they don't like Nikki Haley, which is a good thing. Vermont, I just saw, went for Trump and then went back to Haley again. It's flip-flopping. You know how much Nikki Haley likes flip-flopping. This, it's gonna be a close one. That's for certain. The next results, the next polls are going to close in about 9 minutes in Colorado and Minnesota, which Trump is going to win both of them, especially Minnesota. Minnesota! Nikki Haley beating Biden among independents by 32 percentage points is crazy, according to CBS. Yeah, I'll take the C out of your name, because that's clearly who you are. That's absurd. Okay, yeah, it's gotta be that the polls finish closing in Texas at 9. Because there's no way that any rational human being wouldn't call this election for Trump. Surely, right? Surely. Who is Brandon Gill? I've heard his name somewhere. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Oh my goodness, my iPad is almost dead. It's on 16%. We got poll closings in just over 5 minutes. Oh, Vermont back for Trump. Yes, sir. But here you see, like, the amount of Republicans and Democrats in a state really doesn't determine how well Trump is going to do in it. Because Massachusetts is the second or third most Democratic state. And look at how bigly Trump is winning there. How bigly he's winning. By 25 percentage points is the estimated margin. So, it really doesn't matter on the political demographics. Okay, Nikki Haley is actually gaining a couple delegates here in Virginia. Let's see, Texas. Let's look at Texas. How's Texas doing? Okay. Biden with 86.6% of the vote in Texas. Doing particularly bad in South Texas, border Texas. Nueces. That means nuts, guys. Real. Let's take a look at the delegate counter. Yes, we got 24 delegates won. Trump has earned 21 of them. Yeah, I think 20 or 21 of them. So, Trump's making big gains. It's probably going to end this night with about 1,000 or just under 1,000 delegates, which means he'll be right around the corner from winning the primary. Just straight up. It will probably take like 3 or so states for him to really win it. I mean, let's take a look at the primary calendar. Republican primary calendar. Yeah. Let's take a look. Take a look-see. Alright, election calendar. Okay, so the Republican primary ends in July, as I thought. So today it's all of these primaries and caucuses. Then it's gonna be Hawaii, American Samoa. Oh, I thought that was today. No, American Samoa. Right. Democrats abroad. Okay. Oh, Hawaii's on the Democrat side, my bad. So it's American Samoa, then Georgia, then Hawaii, then Mississippi. It's going to be a lot of states on that one day. So Trump is probably going to end up winning the primary on March 12th. That's probably what it's going to be. Because I can imagine Washington, Georgia. Yeah, Washington and Georgia give a pretty decent amount of delegates, I can imagine. So Trump is winning the primary pretty soon. Okay, it's 9:01 now. And there you have it. It's because the polls weren't closed. That's why. There we go. It's getting called everywhere now. Trump wins Texas. And Ted Cruz has been called as well as the winner in his primary. Okay. Let's take a look at the Democratic side. How's Biden doing? Wait. Hello? I didn't even press on that. I did not press on that. Oh my goodness. Okay, Democratic primary. There we go. Okay. Biden, 86.8%. Again, weak for an incumbent. Calling all red. I mean, yeah, winning that primary. And in these districts, you know, just generic Democrats. So, what we really care about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is literally every single other state. Okay, we got our first results from Colorado, with Trump leading by 10 points as of right now. %95 in Denver. Hold up. Okay, Trump is a projected winner of the Colorado primary. And Minnesota, right off the bat. Okay. Well, that was quick. Okay, let's see Colorado. Colorado. Okay. That's the Democrats. Now the Republicans. Oh. Oh, we literally only have Denver right now. And Haley is leading. Of course she's leading in Denver. Of course she is. Because how could she not be? And that's 5% of the vote in. Oh, I thought I saw 19%. What? Where's New York Times getting this from? 32% of the votes in? Okay. Alright. But Trump leads by almost 20 points. Looking like South Carolina right now. Alright, almost 50% of the votes in Oklahoma. And Trump leads by 68 percentage points in Oklahoma. Not seeing any results for Minnesota. Let's see how Vermont is going. Alright, 49% of the votes in, almost half of the votes are in, and Trump leads by 1.8%. 1.8%. So yeah, Joe Biden is always gonna win this. A high uncommitted number here. Oh boy. This is gonna be a repeat of Michigan. Because that's a pretty decently high uncommitted percentage. To the point where, added with the other two candidates, Biden is almost, I mean, he's in the mid-80s. Just like his age. Or just like his age is gonna be by 2028. What were we looking at? Oh yeah, Colorado. Let's look at Colorado. Alright, there we go. We got 20% of the vote in now on CNN side. And we see Trump is leading in Jefferson. But Denver still, Nikki Haley is leading there. Okay, but the estimated margin of victory for Trump is 28%. Wow, okay. Okay. I mean, they still think that Nikki Haley's gonna win Vermont, though. And I mean, if she doesn't win Vermont tonight, she's not winning jack squat after this. Because the only two things that she could possibly win are, well, she won DC and now Vermont. Those are the only two things that she could remotely possibly win. And maybe Utah. Maybe Utah. But I think that's stretching it a bit. If she doesn't win Vermont, I mean, she's cooked. She's done. There's just no shot at winning anything at all in the future. Just her career's done. Everything, her name is done. Everything. No. Like, she's just done. And now Trump has an even bigger lead of 2.4%. 2.4%. We got, what is that? Mesa. We got Mesa. We got Table, guys. We got Table. and Trump is leading there by a lot. Oh, and pretty much all the results are in there. Same for... Oh, we're getting results in pretty darn quickly for Colorado. That's nice. It's quite nice in it. Oh, what was this called? Arkansas, I think. Wait, no. Arkansas has been called. Oh, Colorado was just called for Trump. Okay. Bet. We got 41% of the votes in? Goodness gracious. Why can't all states just count as fast as Colorado? It really shouldn't be that hard. But Trump is leading by 24 right now in Colorado. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Yeah, so Trump is destroying everyone. I say everyone because it's not just Nikki Haley. He's gonna destroy Joe Biden in November. Oh, Minnesota. I didn't even check Minnesota. Yeah, it's a landslide. The next polls are closing at 10. Man, look at Texas. That's just sad. That's just sad. Arapahoe. Arapahoe. Alright, chat, we're gonna look at Texas. Look, guys, I drank, oh my goodness gracious, I drank my 2 little water bottles. You should drink 5 times that amount. Okay, Trump has won 114 delegates. That's crazy. Excuse me? How does... What? Surely the rest is uncommitted or something. That's a high uncommitted amount. Dang. Yeah, Trump is even winning in Fort Worth, Dallas. He's winning in Houston, Austin. Friggin' Austin. How do you lose in Austin as Nikki Haley? Dude, just call it for Colin Allred already. The heck? Oh, well, that's interesting. Look, guys, it's the hood. It's the hood. The hood's not voting for Ted Cruz. Oh, this is not a key race. Don't stop kidding yourself. Like, dude. It's not a key race. It's really not that close. I would consider a key race one that's close, at least slightly close. But it's really not close at all. Alright, since Trump is winning Colorado, Maine, Massachusetts, Virginia, go out on election day, vote for Trump, flip those states. Unless you live in Massachusetts. You chose the wrong state to live in, buddy. Minnesota's being slow as the devil. Not much is changing, really. State with the most results is, of course, Virginia. Colorado is kind of slowing down now, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, dude. These jeans are so uncomfortable. They weren't bothering me all day. Now they're suddenly bothering me for no reason. Man, but I mean, just look at all these states that Trump has won already. Trump is a madman. Okay. Is Crenshaw's seat up for election or not? What? Holy. Joe Biden's weakest state right now is Massachusetts. 7,700 voting no preference. Goodness gracious, Tennessee, what is wrong with you? At least Tennessee Democrats, because Tennessee is a fire state. One of my favorite states. Oh, his weakest state right now is actually Oklahoma, with 9% voting for Dean Phillips. Dang it, I ran out of Twitter time. Voting for Phillips. Okay. I really want to see what the heck they're talking about. About Dan Crenshaw. Trump now leads by 1.5% in Vermont. Okay. Texas. Oh, it is up for the vote. It is up for the vote. It is up for the vote. Okay, it's Democratic primary. I can't wait for Trump to get back as well. Really couldn't come sooner. Okay. Oh, I see. Huh. No, Dan Crenshaw's still gonna win though. Yeah, because that's a 17-point lead right now, and 63% of the votes are in. It's not really. It can't flip with 37% of the votes. At least it's very unlikely. How's Vermont doing now? Nothing has changed, okay. Absolutely nada. Oh, Colorado has 74% of its votes in now. Cool. And Trump still leads by 29%. In Vermont, Trump leads by 1%. Again, this is a reminder. Please share this YouTube channel so we can get to 490 subscribers, maybe even 500 subscribers tonight. I would really appreciate your support. Okay. The whole world's looking at Vermont right now. Just kidding, it's just you and I. So yeah, Trump is still leading in Vermont. The needle still slightly favors Haley by 2.6%. Oh, Colorado is a very Democratic state. I mean, you look at 2020, they voted for Biden by 13.5 percentage points. This is just the Republicans. And I mean, Haley getting that much of the vote shows that the Republicans here are more liberal than, say, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Texas, you know, blah, 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 blah. So, Colorado is a very Democratic state. It's pretty much heading down the same route as California at this point. Okay, Trump's lead decreased by a little bit to 1.3% lead now. Okay, back to a 1.5% lead. I just really can't see Nikki Haley winning Vermont as of now. Guys, we have hit, I think, the 2.5 hour mark at this point. Almost 2.5 hours. Congratulations if you made it this far. Okay, Colorado is about to be done. Oh goodness. My iPad is on 5%. Colorado's about to be done with his voting. 81% of the votes in, so Trump leading by 29. 29. Virginia also about to be done. And Trump leads by 28. I mean, all of these are just super easy victories. All of them. Vermont is the only remotely close race. And Trump is winner of Minnesota, guys. Trump has been named winner of Minnesota. Biden, of course, is winning all of his states. He has a new weakest state, Minnesota. Congrats, Joe Biden. They hate you. Joe Biden has 15% of the vote uncommitted in Minnesota. It's looking like Michigan right now. If Biden can't hit 80% in Minnesota, that's not a good sign. Does Minnesota have that big of a Muslim population? Let me see. Minnesota Muslim percentage. Okay, Maryland, Michigan, Virginia, and Minnesota are the states with higher Muslim population. There's 100,000 total Muslims in Minnesota. Yeah, I don't know what's the percentage though. Oh, that's 2014. Never mind. Okay, it seems like it's 2.5% of the population in Minnesota, which is not good numbers for Biden, because he's not doing good with Muslims right now because of the whole Israel Palestine thing. I think I'm gonna end the stream because the next results are coming in a half an hour, and I don't feel like waiting that long. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. So thank you guys for joining, for watching the stream, for bearing with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep your eyes peeled for Vermont and Utah whenever that comes out. Trump's gonna easily win California and Alaska, so don't worry about it. But that is about it. Thank you all for joining. Have a good night. And yeah, have a good one.